Hey guys, this is our second take. The first one cut the top of my head off. This is the 2018 Roundup. We were nominated by Garden Obsessions, which is a really great channel. All the channels we nominate and shout out, and also the nominated us, Garden Obsessions and stuff, will be in the description box, so we'll go ahead and put that down there. But our last attempt cut part of my head off. There was about 18 minutes of video, so we want to try to get this done and as quick as possible and stuff like that. It's taken us several days to get it out.
We also want to say thank you to Garden Obsessions for nominating us. It was really nice of you, and we loved watching your guys' video and listening to your answers, and we'll be looking forward to watching everybody else's answers and videos as well who participates. But yes, Garden Sessions is very, very cool garden. They do a lot of shrubs and flowers, and it's a very beautiful yard. And so you guys should check them out if you're not already subbed.
First question, what was your best crop of 2018?
What was your best crop of 2018?
Corn.
Jill says corn.
Good. Very
Yeah.
good.
It turned out really good.
Yeah, he's really proud of himself, and he's got a couple sprouts in there too from those test germinations we're really proud of too.
I'd have to say mine was peppers for me, just because the plants did really well. Starting them indoors in the winter time, they all made it. Even in dire situations, on a couple of them, they came back and they did well and they produced, and they overall, I think they were just really strong plants and they did really well. To me, that's my best crop.
I actually said tomatoes, so when we sat down and did this, it was kind of a weird question. Angel went with peppers and I went with tomatoes, and it was really cool. Just this year, she was able to go out every couple days and pick a whole bunch of unique peppers and tomatoes. She really loves tomatoes. She actually told me at one point that her favorite food was garden beans, so we're growing beans this year too somehow. Definitely some fresh beans off the vine there are in our future, hopefully. So.
Yes.
Second question, what was your worst crop of 2018? I say potatoes and gourd.
Potatoes.
And the gourds.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we could have got those a lot better.
Yeah, it was our first attempt at potatoes, so they didn't do very
Sapper
well.
has
But
it going all the way up to his trees.
Sapper has it growing up to his trees. He sure does.
mine, I would say the worst crop would be carrots. I really wanted to get carrots, but we didn't get any at all, and it might have just been our growing situation because we grow in containers, and so we'll just have to find something better, a better situation for them. So I would say carrots was my worst crop.
Yeah, and Kiddo got a few little ones, so we're going to leverage his help more this year on those, for sure. Mine was okra and eggplants. Okra we mass planted. We figured we would transplant any that came up, but we did it way too early. We got hit by the cold, so none of them came up. We were able to get some Texas burgundy okra up, and enough to seed save, but not really enough to try out and eat. But we're not sure. We're going to go with okra and eggplant. At least a couple plants of okra and at least a couple plants of eggplant to at least give it a shot again. But we don't eat a lot of eggplant. We love okra, but we can usually find it in our area really, really well.
Yeah, I do like okra. We were hoping for eggplants this year so I could try them out, but it was a no-go. Next question, what was your biggest challenge of 2018? And for me, it was staying positive. Let's see, what was staying positive and on course during some of the garden challenges, like when we got the blossom in rot on the tomatoes. It was a challenge for me, and I thought it was going to be a fail because it seemed like every tomato on a couple of plants kept getting them, and so it was stressful to me, and so I was already like considering it to be a fail. But we ended up getting some, and then also when we had our major rainstorms, it was a little bit of a challenge because we do garden in pots, and so a lot of the challenges were making sure that they didn't overflow or get washed out, and then also having to dry the tomatoes off so they weren't splitting. But we did get some splitting, and so that was a challenge too, but in the end it did turn out. So
Next question.
My biggest challenge was trying to reach an unattainable standard. I want this to really go over well. You know, the garden to me, it's like our yards, you know, whether we're homesteaders or fishers or gardeners or whatever, our yards are kind of like our fingerprints or our own individual forms of self-expression, and I want my yard to represent the beauty of my angel and the curiosity of my kiddo, and that's the two standards I set. So the yard will never be as beautiful as my angel is, but I'm going to try. And, you know, I'm going to try to keep being as curious as I can. I'm trying to keep up with cartoons and video games, so keeping his attention, it can be a little bit off, but I would say that that's something for parents, maybe, you know, keep them curious and giving them a piece of the pie. There's some of that stuff out there that's his now, corn, carrots, some of those things he's really enjoyed growing, and they're his plants, they're his piece of the pie, whether they fail or succeed. Mom and Dad, you know, we all help on the peppers. We all help on the tomatoes. It makes a good story for me and Angel to be against each other on the peppers and tomatoes, because we have lots and lots of fun. But yeah, that's the thing is, you know, I shoot for the stars every single time, and that was the biggest challenge, is trying to live up to the standards of how I feel about these guys, and, you know, how I feel about you guys, the attention that we're getting for this yard and this garden. You know, we're a team here, and I'm really super proud of the team, and sometimes my ego might get a little out of check because I just get really excited and proud of us and go out there and do the best job we can. So that's, you know, was the biggest challenge of 2018. And right into the next question, it's like, you know, what things will you do different in 2019? Mine is just to refine those processes. This whole year was about not saying no. If we want to plant it, let's try it. If we, you know, we like peppers, let's see how many unique varieties we can get in the ground. We were actually planted like 12 that were in like the end of June or early July that never had a chance to make it, but we got to see the sprouts, and it was fun. So.
And mine for that, what will I do different in 2019 is stay more positive about, you know, challenges that come across, and not think it's going to be an end to something, you know, and enjoy life more, have fun with gardening and get my hands dirty, and also trust the process of it, you know, because it eventually will turn out in the end, in most cases. So just basically stay positive, enjoy life, and trust the process. Next question.
What are your plans for 2018? My plans are growing more corn.
Say it really loud.
What are your plans for 2019?
Mine are growing corn. More corn.
More corn? Just corn?
Yeah.
So we are definitely all in on. We're definitely corn growers now. He's
Yeah.
a child of the corn for sure.
Mine would be I want to grow more flowers and bring more beauty to the yard, and pretty smells, and the bees, you know, the pollinators, butterflies, whatever we can get to come help out with the pollinating of our plants. And flowers are pretty, and I want to grow more flowers, and that's what I'll do different. And also, or for our plans anyways, and also I think our plans would be to change out some of the containers that we use for certain things, and just refine the process, like you two was saying, is just do things a little bit differently than we had done last year. Our last year's garden did turn out great, but we want to make it turn out better, so we'll change a few things.
My 2019 plans are more curiosity for kiddo and more beauty for Angel, and that's what I want. I don't know. You know, this is our 5th season here, and our 4th season, last season, 2018, we took off. So, you know, my plans for 2019 is just to ride that momentum. We get a lot of momentum from you guys. We just, you know, we love watching you guys plant seeds and grow yards, and each yard is like a fingerprint and an individual form of self-expression. It's artistic in a sense. Everybody has their kind of own art form, and you know, we fall into the category of gardening a lot. That's what our channel has turned into. But we love homesteaders. We watch a lot of that stuff. We love watching cooking videos. It's become our new form of TV. So my plans for 2019 are basically, you know, to keep up with the momentum. You know, just try to see how many different unique types of peppers I can get to all the way, and different colors of tomatoes, and test them out. And it's it's just a ton of fun. You know, if you can find joy in this, I suggest it. I don't want to sound like any rock licking hippie, but you know, it is what it is. You know, we've kind of
We have fun with it.
we're loving this philosophy and we're enjoying life, and we really appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Next question: what or who were your inspirations for 2018?
Mine is my mom and dad for like teaching me how to grow plants and sprout corn and lots of plants and grow a garden and take care of one.
You're so cool, kiddo. He says mom and dad. You cannot make that stuff up. That stuff's beautiful.
Mine is my family and our YouTube friends in the gardening community.
This is me and Angels, actually, both of us. You know.
Yeah, you guys are so inspirational and so motivating and so kind, and everyone's so giving, and it's just, you guys are a great inspiration to us. And then we got our families into gardening last season, and it was a nice bonding moment with some of our family members over the gardens, and with everyone being so excited and stuff. It's a great inspiration, my family, our families, and our YouTube friends, and so we thank you guys for all the inspiration you've given us.
We've shared tons of fantastic personal experiences that are memorable, like all year with our family, with you guys, with friends, with the community. Just, it's been like, it's a different kind of philosophy that we've broken into, and we're gonna ride that wave. You know, we don't know how long we're gonna be here. None of us do, and we're definitely having a load of fun, you guys.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And before we do the 3 nominees, the next part, the last part of it is to nominate 3 people. Before we do that part, I would like to, you know, not necessarily say nominations. If by all means, if you want to do this, we would definitely love to hear from you guys. But these are 2 actually bigger channels that might not necessarily have the time for it, or they share a kind of different process to their videos and everything. And I can imagine that they might not have time for it, or the ability to do it, or whatnot. So, but we definitely, all 3 of us, want to shout these 2 channels out, you know, and that would be the Midwest Gardener and Old School Home and Garden with Sasha.
Yeah, they're both really great channels. Old School, she likes to do a lot of cooking recipes in the winter times and stuff, and she has a lot of great recipes on cooking and using a lot of fresh herbs, and she likes to grow herbs a lot. I think that's some of her main things that she likes to grow is herbs, but she has a lot of great recipes, and I would suggest checking her out. It's a really great channel. She's such a sweet lady.
Midwest, he grows a lot of really unique stuff. It's just, I don't know, it's like exploring the yard with a family member.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys ain't, like, it's really weird because anybody who's subbed to us, it's kind of weird. It's like, hey, you know, why are you shouting out Sapper? He's just sitting on the other side of the room. You know what I mean? So it's almost like it's weird doing shout outs. So our shout outs should be more interpreted, less of like trying to draw attention to the other channels, and more of like hellos. Hey, you know, we see you guys and we appreciate you. So Midwest and Old School.
Yeah, they're really great channels. We'll check them out if you're not already subbed. And then our nominations, our 3 nominations. My nomination is going to be Little Beans Garden. She's a really, really great channel, and I love watching her videos. She's always so happy and entertaining, and such a sweet lady, and she's so giving. And if you're not already subbed to her, I would go check her out. She's a wonderful channel, and she grows so many neat things, and I think you would really enjoy her videos. So that's who my nomination is, Little Beans.
Yeah, my nomination is Bob Mel's Garden. And once again, these are just kind of hellos and stuff like that. If you guys don't have time to do this kind of thing, it works out for smaller channels really, really well, because it helps us with
bring out people who aren't.
yeah, bring out people that are maybe a little less known, make some new friends for a lot of smaller channels. During the cold season, the gardening videos kind of slow down a little bit. Homesteading videos are kind of hunkered in. Homesteaders are, so you know, videos might slow down a little bit, and around this time frame it's good to, you know, meet some new friends and everything else like that. Otherwise, I would assume that everybody's out there exploring their yards, hopefully.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to seeing some unique stuff this year. So my nomination's Bob Mel. The reason I specifically nominate Bob Mel is because he was our very, very first shout out. We did a similar video last year, the 5 for 5. And on that 5 for 5, he shouted us out, and that's what started the 5 for 5. And so this related to a lot to it. He was our very, very first YouTube shout out, and I would like to, if he's got an opportunity to go ahead and, you know, just do this video. We went through our subscription list, and almost everybody's done this already that we know, so we just...
But he's also a really great channel too, and he's always inspirational in his comments. He watches almost all of our videos, and he always has something to say. It's always something nice and sweet, and so that's really nice. I'd go check him out.
You want to tell him your nominee? Speak loud so they can hear you, okay?
My nominee is Tom Grip because for all his fishing videos, magnet fishing and normal fishing, I just love his fishing videos a lot.
Yeah, Tom Grip's not a gardening channel, but he's a fish. He does a lot of fishing videos, and he's a younger kid. And kiddo really loves watching his videos and has a lot of fun with it, and that's who he wanted to nominate.
So, I know these videos, this roundup's been getting long for a lot of people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We're not sure how long this one is. We're not even sure if it turned out. This is take 2.
Yeah.
This is take 2. Anyways, this is the roundup. It is 3 nominees. Our nominees were Little Beans Garden, Bob Mel's Garden, and Tom Grip. We shouting out Midwest and Old School Home. We'll put those in the description. We were nominated by Garden Obsessions. We'll also throw them down there. That's a really, really great channel. Man, there's so many different reasons we love you guys. There's so many different reasons that we are
in this community and enjoy all the videos and make our videos, and you know, just the love of gardening.
It's hard to thank somebody because it's more than us you are affecting. You are affecting our families.
Yes.
You are affecting us, and through us our families are being affected, and we're seeing that. So there's a signal, there's a harmonic signal running through everything, and you know, we are actively sending and receiving every day. So we love you guys. 2018 Roundup.
Thank you all for your support, and thank you for watching.
Yeah, welcome to 2019. We're super excited to grow with you. You want to say anything before we go?
I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.